Yeah, I'm a really bad DJ. I don't have any gigs whatsoever. I just go on holiday. I just like talking the talk.
Here we are, the Groove Junction, episode 47. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to you all. My name's John Colley. I am just one half.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is going on here?
Well, mate, you snooze, you lose.
Right.
I'm
Rewind.
sorry, mate. We got to be like that, and you wasn't. The heat's obviously getting to you, so I took over. I won't lie. I do think you're better at it. But then you've had 47 practices. I've had none.
All right, you go. You introduce. Go for it. Start now.
No, I don't want to introduce it, no, because I feel there's too much pressure on me now. Just do it, mate. Go for it. Go on. Otherwise, I'm never going to hear the end of it.
On that note, welcome along, everyone, to the Groove Junction. My name's DJ Matty, and as always, you are listening to the DJ's podcast. That is the Groove Junction. We are here every week, and we appreciate you listening in as always. And as always, I am joined by the main man himself, my co-host, Mr. DJ John Colley, everyone.
Love that intro.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, you know what? I'll tell you what. I think you should carry on doing it.
Oh,
I'm not going to lie. I think you got it now. You got it down to a T. I was going to say all of that anyway, to be fair.
How have you been, Jonathan?
Only my mother calls me that. Yeah, I've been really busy, actually. But I've been good.
Okay, great.
Yeah, it's been good. What about yourself?
Very warm.
Yeah, isn't it?
Very warm. Very warm. But before we get into it, we were due to everyone knows we record on a Monday night normally.
We do normally.
However, this Monday we had the full intentions of recording the podcast at my house
in the garden.
In the garden. However, I tagged you in. I say the wife, my wife. She had a little chore for us, didn't she?
Well, I think we need to step back a little bit, because I mean, yes, she did have a chore, but this chore has been sort of like on the back burner for what? Well, your wife says 5 years, you say a year.
It was a year.
A year, right? Yeah. And then I believe she asked you, ask John if he'll help.
Yeah.
And then you did.
So basically, we brought a nice little Wendy house for my little one, i.e. the voice that is, it's a Groove Junction goodie. Yeah, she, the wife brought her a Wendy house, all wood, needed building, and I was like, yeah, okay, I'll do that. I took delivery about a year ago. I stuck it in my shed, and it's been there ever since. And she was like, get John round. John will help you. John will help you do it. So, yes, John came round. We had full intentions of getting this Wendy house up within a couple of hours. I would say it took around about 5.5.
Yeah, it took a while. It did take a while.
5.5 hours to get done, but we got it done in the end. By that point, I then needed to cook him dinner for a thank you. So we had a bit of a barbecue, and we then just sat and just a little chinwag, and then you went.
Chit chat. It was hot though, wasn't it? I mean, to be fair, I know it says people giving it 5.5 hours to build a Wendy house, but I mean, we didn't stop. To be fair, we constantly at it, and I mean, it's a nice Wendy house. To be fair, it is nice.
Yeah,
you know, and I won't. I mean, Matt, I know you asked me my help because you're not very good at that sort of DIY type stuff.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, but you had all the tools, all the gear. No idea. No idea, but it was good fun doing it. So it was just hot.
So that's why we didn't do it. So we are recording on Tuesday night.
Tuesday.
And yeah, that leads us straight to go into the rundown, as always, sponsored by Pro Mobile Magazine.
The Groove Junction Rundown is sponsored by Pro Mobile Magazine, the magazine that's got it all. It's a game changer. They don't just do surface level reviews, they dive deep with real practical insights. And the interviews, they feature some heavy hitters sharing seriously valuable advice. But it's not just about DJ gear. They cover everything. Marketing techniques, and even the latest tech trends like AI, which is super relevant right now. Honestly, if you're serious about your DJ career, you need to check them out. And here's the best part, we've got an exclusive deal just for the Groove Junction listeners. You can subscribe right now by searching Pro Mobile Magazine and hitting the subscribe button. Just use our special code GroovePMSUB for a 25% discount on your first year's subscription, which is 6 magazines delivered to your door. That's Pro Mobile Magazine. Don't miss out.
Thank you, Pro Mobile Magazine, for sponsoring the rundown. So, as always, John, I'll ask you a question.
Okay,
what have you been doing?
Right, so it was quite a busy week for me, really, because Thursday I did a school disco. Now, this is a new school to me, and I've been trying to get into this particular school for a couple of years now. But there's already a DJ in there. As soon as they say to me that we've already got a DJ, I leave them alone, right? But this said DJ, I'm not going to mention any names, let them down 2 weeks ago for their original date with 1 hour to go until the disco. So they rang me up and said, "Can you do it?" I said, "I'm really sorry, I'm already doing another disco now." But anyway, had a little chat with them. They then put me in, did that two school discos back to back last week. Again, really hot, still really hot, but really, really good. Made a good impression. They really liked me, and they put me up for fireworks and already for next year as well. So that's a win. So that was Thursday. Friday. What did I do Friday? I can't actually remember what I did Friday.
You tell me.
Yeah, no, I can't remember what I did Friday. I had Friday off. I don't know what I did. Anyway, I'll come back to that. Not sure what I did. Saturday, I did an pretty much all day garden party for 40th birthday, in the garden, and it was lovely. It was really nice. So literally, I got there at 2, set everything up, and I didn't know about this, but they'd booked a saxophonist. So Nick Brown, his name was. He came along. He said, "Is it all right if I plug into your stuff?" I said, "Well, as long as you've got a 3/4 jack or an XLR cable, we're good to go." And he went, "Yeah, that's exactly what I've got." I went, "We're good to go."
Excellent.
Plugged him in. He had a little like that on his feet. Right, we're working.
He had a little what?
A little like that on his sax. Yeah. First 45 minutes, he played over the top of backing tracks off his phone. And then he had a little half-hour break. And then whatever I played, he played over the top. And he did well. It was hot. And he was wearing a suit.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. And then Sunday, what did I do Sunday? Sunday was just a chill day. So there you go. What about yourself? Busy?
Yeah. What did I have? Well, see, now I've even forgotten where we were. I just had Saturday.
No, I think you had a silent disco.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
You sure?
No, I definitely didn't. No.
No, I'll tell you what you had. Student Union.
Yeah, I had a late call. Yeah, so good shout. Thanks for reminding me. The reason why I forgot about it, because it was just completely a nil event. So I got asked to do a student union thing at university near me. So I went and did that, and 40 people turned up. So it was great. Hard work.
I did see a little video. It did look an impressive student union bar or whatever it was.
Nice little venue, actually, to be fair. But yeah, no, it was fine. So that was that, and then Saturday I had a wedding, which was really nice. It was outdoors. Took a little setup because I only had a little bit amount of space, but it was a nice little evening gathering. Did some sort of Ibiza chilled stuff, and then
love that. Yeah, I did a lot of Ibiza chill.
Yeah, then they wanted some indie playlist that they provided me towards the end of the night. So yeah, no, it was all good.
Good stuff.
Yeah, another good weekend.
Love that.
And then we go again.
That's it.
Yeah, which we'll talk about at the end of the day.
Well, at the end of the day or the end of the show?
Well,
whichever comes first.
Whatever comes. We could be here a while, ladies and gentlemen. But it concludes this week's The Rundown, sponsored by Pro Mobile Magazine. Thank you, Pro Mobile Magazine.
Thank you, Pro Mobile Magazine.
So, John, I'm going to get straight into it, right? Because this dropped this morning. So, it's quite a good thing that we're recording on the Tuesday and not on the Monday, because we wouldn't have been able to talk about it. But I'm just going to grab my phone in front of me so I can see what it is. So, basically, this morning, I believe it was this morning or it was late last night. Digital DJ tips. They have undergone a survey, which is basically like a DJ census. So they started this back in December and ran it through December and January. And they asked DJs to ask a number of questions. And that census then ultimately helps the industry. It helps manufacturers and in relation to what we do and how we do it and everything else. And it was broken down into a number of different categories. So you had section one, which was all about DJ and the demographic of who's DJing, obviously. DJ types of experience was in the next section. You had DJ setup, i.e., what hardware and software DJs are using. You had music styles, sourcing of music, section 4, and then section 5 was social media. Really interesting. And the reason why I say it's interesting, because I get to see a lot of the data in relation to our podcast, for instance, and that leads me straight into the first section, which is the demographic. Now, the demographic on the census is pretty much where we are with our podcast, which is bizarrely. So out of the age range of people that are out there DJing, so the biggest hitter age bracket was the 45 to 54 age bracket. Yeah. And that came in at a whopping, well, just very, very shy under 35% of the people that underdid the survey. And that's very close to sort of where we sit in relation to the demographic that listen to us.
Yeah.
The next age group down was the 35s to 44s. They were looking at 27%. And then the next one was the over 55s.
Okay.
Yeah, so they came in third, and they came in with like 16%.
Over 55.
Yeah, over 55 years of age, which I think is actually, if you think about it, actually that's quite, because I would, for me, and especially more so with the industry from a DJing point of view, going very much bedroom related, kids learning it, etc. I thought that the age bracket range for those that aim, like teenagers and early 20s, would be a lot higher, but it actually isn't. And the over 55s are a good whack of what people are doing, which is it's great to see that DJs that age are still going. I say that age. I'm only 5 years off it.
I was going to say, you're not far off it, mate.
Yeah, I know. I got in there early. Don't worry. But yeah, so it's quite interesting on the demographic side of things. Now, in relation to the gender side of things, obviously it's very male orientated. We know that. We've discussed that on the pod a number of occasions. But out of the people that did the survey, 93% are male. You've got 5.5% female, and then you've got people that wouldn't say what their gender was, or not listed above. So, yeah, it's interesting that I would say, and I probably should have started this off. How many people took the survey? So that was 14,000 people.
And that's just in the UK?
No. Okay, which then gets me onto the next area of where people live. Okay, so the most people that did the survey were actually from the United States.
Really?
Yeah, so you had 32% of the survey which were completed by the United States, which was around about 4,500 people. And then you got the UK with 22%, Canada in 6th, Germany 4%, Australia 3.5%, Netherlands, South Africa, Belgium, and Spain. So that's pretty much how it's broken down. So yeah, that was quite interesting. And then it talks about what is your annual income right now, DJ related only.
Okay.
So what do you think out of those 14,000? In fact, I would say only 11,000 people answered this question.
Right, okay, 11,000 people. So I would put it in the
Want
bracket.
me to give you the bracket? Do you want me to give you the brackets and then you tell me which one?
Yeah,
you
go on then. Go on,
highest?
give me the bracket. The heights.
0 to 15,000,
Yeah, no, like that.
15,000 to 25k, 25k to 50k, 50k to 75k, 75k to 100k, over 100k, or rather not say.
Right. So I
So
would
they're your
say that
categories.
the top one would be the is it 25 to 50,000?
Yeah,
I would
yeah,
say that was number one.
yeah. That is number one. So 20. So people is saying the most people are earning in the survey 25,000 to 50,000 pounds. That's only 23% of the people that actually answer
Really?
questions on that. So 11,118 people answered this question. So that amounts to 2,500 people are only between 25k and 50k. And then the next level up is the 50k to 75k barrier.
Yeah, that was
And
second, was it?
yeah, that was second, and that came in with 16%. Rather not say was very, very close behind it
Really?
by literally a couple of votes.
Okay.
And then after that was the 0 to 15. Yeah.
It's interesting.
And then so that made up the first section. There was loads of stuff about what type of style of DJs you are. This is a good one. When did you start DJing? So just started less than 12 months ago, 1 to 3 years, 3 to 5, 6 to 9, or 10 plus.
10 plus for me.
Yeah, 10 plus. So that made up almost 60% of the vote.
Really?
Yeah. And then after that, it's 1 to 3.
Really? Wow,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Yeah, 1 to 3 from that point of view.
Okay.
How often do you play in public?
Yeah, that's a difficult question because I mean it varies.
Yeah. Okay. This is really close, right? So the categories were: how often do you play in public? Never played in public yet. Bedroom DJ. Occasional parties for friends and family. Play in public every now and then. Play in public regularly. Used to years ago. Not at the moment.
Right, it's going to be the regular is the top one.
Play in public. Yeah, that's play in public regularly. That's 27%. Play in public every now and then is second.
Second, and then don't
And then
used to
occasional parties.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's quite an eye opener, really, if you think about it. You know,
which I would say this, and this is a bit weird in relation to the survey because it talks to you about how often you play in public, and then it then asks the question straight after that of, let me find it. Yeah, then it asks you. So after how do you play in public, it then asks you what type of DJ are you. So this is bedroom hobbyist, mobile wedding corporate, just for fun party DJ, club DJ or resident DJ, DJ/producer, lounge bar pub, other, radio DJ, live streamer, touring DJ, scratch performing DJ.
Blimey, they put a few categories in that.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the top one would be at like bar or club or whatever that category was.
Okay, so bar or club came in fourth.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I reckon bedroom DJ is quite high.
Yeah. Is it the highest or second or third?
I'm going to say second for the bedroom DJ.
Okay, bedroom and hobbyist DJ is number one.
Is it really?
Yeah. 23% of the vote. And then it goes into mobile wedding and corporate DJ.
What is that second?
That's second. And then just for fun party DJ was third.
Wow.
Yeah. And then you got your club DJ or resident DJ, which, if you think about it, the way the club scene is slightly declining, and we've talked about it once again on the pod with other DJs that we've had on, that would sort of mirror that.
That sits about right. Yeah, that does sit about right, to be fair. Yeah.
And then it asks you loads of questions of what type of DJ you are,
Yeah,
and then like, do you do live streams? Do you not do live streams?
I think during lockdown, live streaming was like the only thing anyone ever did. I know that you didn't do it. I went into it heavily. I was on it like 3 times a week. Bang.
Okay, then. So I'll ask you this question then. Do you live stream your DJ sets? Yes, regularly. 2 is have done. 3 is no, but want to. And 4 is no, not interested.
Right. For me, I don't stream my DJ sets anymore.
So no, not interested.
Yeah, not when I'm doing a party.
Okay, so no, not interested is third
Really.
on that list.
I reckon the other one would be I want to try it would be the top one.
Dun, dun. No, but I want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the top one. Yeah.
Is it really? That's strange.
Yeah, that's comes at 48%.
I think you need to be careful though with that, because I know you and I have spoken off air about this, but you know, you're there working for someone who's paid you to do their party, right? So really your concentration or your mindset needs to be on that party, not worrying about
Live streaming. This
What?
is like if
Live
you're
stream-
live streaming from home, not live.
Oh, okay, right. I misunderstood. Sorry, I
Yeah,
misunderstood.
This is live streaming.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I used to do it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you now. So
Okay. Yeah.
continue, mate. Continue.
Thank you very much. Which platforms do you DJ live stream on?
I think the highest one would be something like either Twitch or Mixcloud.
Correct. Twitch is there. Mixcloud is fourth. Yeah. What do you think's
It's gonna
second
be
and third?
it's gonna be something like it's either gonna be TikTok, Facebook, or YouTube.
Okay. Facebook is second. YouTube is third.
Okay.
TikTok is actually sixth.
Really?
Yeah.
So what's the top one then? What's the top live streaming one?
Twitch.
Twitch. Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so out of all the DJs that did the survey, how would you describe your DJ skill level? You're a complete beginner, new to DJing, recently returned to DJing after a break, whatever that break is, confident, but still learning, or highly proficient.
Right. Confident but still learning. Number 1.
Yeah.
Highly
Correct.
loves himself. Number 2.
Yeah. If you love yourself, you're number 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on.
What was the other 2?
Complete beginner or recently returned.
So recently returned, number 3, and complete beginner, number 4.
Yeah, it's the first one you've got right in order. Well done. Yeah. Yeah. So,
I'll get a prize.
No. Okay, let's talk about DJ setups. Okay, hardware, software. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
So, what's your main type of DJ setup? Is it controller and laptop, all-in-one standalone DJ system, CDJ club setup, other, digital software with DVS vinyl, laptop only, vinyl only, nothing yet, still looking, iPad, iPhone, yeah.
Right. Okay. I'm going to go with first one is controller laptop. Second one is controller only. Third one, I can't remember what the other ones were.
CDJ.
CDJ, yeah, club.
Literally the order I ran off, which means I need to start thinking about the order I give you, DJ, and just try and spice it up a little bit. Controller and laptop, that is almost 57% of the people that did the survey answer that question. Second is all-in-one standalones systems, and then you got CDJ club setups.
Yeah.
Second.
So then, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so what is the main brand of hardware you own? Is it Newmark? Is it Tractor? Is it Den & DJ? Is it Rain? Is it Pioneer / Alpha Theta?
Right. I'm going to go with...
There is some other ones on there.
Okay.
But I'm giving you the top.
Let's do the top 3. I'm going to go with...
Top 3.
Pains me to say this. I'm going to go Pioneer Alpha Theta first.
Ooh. Yeah.
Denon second.
Yeah.
Newmark 3rd, Tractor 4.
That is the order. Have you had a
No.
look at this thing?
No, I
Yeah,
haven't.
that is right.
That is
So
right.
almost 57% of the people that did the survey are Pioneer DJ Alphabeta users. Then Denim comes in second, only 11%.
Yeah. That's because all the new Pioneer DJs that have got all this new Pioneer Alphabeta stuff, they haven't looked at Denon yet. Once they realise Denon's like, oh, hello, then Denon will be number one next year.
Is it?
That's what I think.
Is it really? Okay. Let us know in the comments, everyone, what you think of that one. I'm going to try and move this along a little bit quickly. Which of these computer systems, devices, do you have and use regularly when DJing? Windows desktop, laptop computer, Mac desktop, laptop computer, iPhone, iPad, Android tablet, Android smartphone, VR headsets.
Right. Well, I'm going to go with Mac, then Windows, then iPad, then whatever the rest are.
Okay, so top one is actually Windows desktop, laptop.
Is
Then
it really?
goes MacBook.
Wow.
Yeah. And then iPad, iPhone, Android smartphone, Android tablet, VR headsets at the bottom. Yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
Less than 1% with the VR. Let's go software. Software that you're using. What software do you use in your DJing the most? Is it DJ Pro? Is it Tractor Pro? Is it Virtual DJ? Is it Engine DJ? Is it Serato DJ? Is it Record Box?
Right. So I'm going to go Record Box.
That's number one.
VDJ.
That's number three.
Okay. I'll go with Engine for 2.
Engine's 4.
Right. Okay. So in that case, Pro DJ would be number 2.
Pro DJ is number 5.
What was the other one then?
Serato.
Serato. Yeah, of course. Yeah, Serato. Yeah.
That's 2. So
Yeah.
Record Box is leading, then Serato, Virtual DJ, Tractor Pro, Engine DJ, and then DJ Pro.
Tractor Pro is above Engine DJ.
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting.
Do you use AI tools? Yes or no?
Well, I'm going to say no is the higher answer.
Okay.
Unless you're talking AI I don't see how you could bring AI into your DJ set. How do you bring AI into your DJ set?
Well, we talked about this a little bit last week in the sense of using ChatGPT.
Okay. So not at a gig type thing. Well, only if you're going to use things like.
You say that. I saw a post that DJ247 did this week in relation to AI that actually Apple you give it a playlist, it will mix it with effects.
No.
So that's AI.
Yeah, that is AI.
Yeah.
I'm still going to say no.
Do you use AI tools?
I'm still going to say no is the higher answer.
It is the higher answer, 81%.
Wow.
Yeah. And what areas are you using AI? So only 1,576 people responded to this.
That's because they didn't understand the question.
Yeah. Music discovery, market research, communication with clients, mixing transition ideas, copywriting, marketing and advertising, writing/producing music.
The marketing one is the top one.
In that order, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do a final couple more, and then we'll leave that there.
It's an interesting census thing.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Let me get into. Let's do. They did a load around what type of music you DJ on. Okay, do you buy music from online download stores? Yes or no?
Yes, is high.
Yeah, yes came in high at almost 66% of the vote. Select the download store you use the most to buy your music for DJing. Is it iTunes? I'll ask for you the top 3. All right. So is it iTunes, Beatport, or Bandcamp?
Right. I'm going to go with iTunes first.
Okay. Second?
Beat Source, and then go on.
Okay.
I never heard of the last one.
Beat Source, Beatport is first.
Okay.
iTunes is second, and Bandcamp is third.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Do you use streaming music services such as Spotify or Apple Music? Yes or no?
The answer is yes. Is a high answer.
Okay. Very, very close.
Oh, really?
52% said yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So just
Wow.
48% said no. And select the music streaming service you use. All right. So is it Beat Source? Is it Apple Music? Is it Beatport? Is it Spotify? Is it SoundCloud Go Plus or Tidal?
I'm going to go with
The top lot.
Beat Source, Beatport, Tidal. Did you say Apple? Apple. And I reckon Spotify's at the bottom.
Okay. It is Tidal first
Oh, okay.
with almost 26% is being used. So that's the top streaming service whilst DJing. Then it's Spotify.
Yeah, that's
Questionable. And I think we all know that in relation to
Yeah.
copyright. Beatport. And then SoundCloud Go Plus. Then Apple Music. And then Beat Source. And then below
But
that.
Apple Music's that far down the bottom.
Yeah, Apple Music came in fifth.
But then I
But
think that may change now.
that may change because of the update that came in with Alpha Theta. Well, with everyone actually.
Well, yeah, and then as well. Yeah.
But that's probably why they're so low.
Yeah, I think that if they do this census in like 5 years' time or 2 years' time or next year or whenever they do it, I think that with the way technology is advancing so quickly, I think that these figures will be all.
This will massively change, and the reason this will massively change is because Apple Music you can now get on all platforms. They did it sort of March, April time, didn't they?
That's right. Yeah,
they launched everything.
I think Alpha Theta did theirs first, very quick, and then literally the next day after that, I think Denon dropped theirs as well.
Every DJ software had it from that point of view. Yeah. That's
interesting.
That's the view.
I think as well that I mean I didn't know about this survey or census or whatever he's calling it, and I think that now that we've sort of mentioned it with our listeners, I think people will now be looking out for that sort of thing. So actually, I wouldn't mind filling that in. I'm guessing it's like anonymous. You don't have to.
No,
there you go.
Don't give out any. I think I can't remember from when I filled it out from my end whether or not I had to fill in much by it. I think I did, but
but I mean
that sticks with DJ
Digital 6,
DJ tips.
And it's funny as well because it's an English-based company.
Yeah.
I don't know if have you ever watched these videos?
Yeah, all the time.
Oh, fantastic! I'll tell you.
And I subscribe to him as well, and I pay for the record box course.
Okay.
When I got my AZ, I was a DJ Pro software user. And I was like, well, I've got this new controller. I want to get into it. Yeah, so I brought the course.
Yeah, and he does get down to the right dirty nitty gritty with it as well. Yeah, he's very.
You know where he actually lives?
He lives in Gibraltar.
Yeah, he lives in Gibraltar. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like that.
Tax haven. But anyway, we'll move on.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just wanted to highlight that. Should we have a little break?
I've already started.
I can see.
Okay, come on in.
Let's have a little break.
Okay, we'll see you after the break.
Welcome back, John. Did you enjoy your little break?
I did, and I'm going to just have a.
You can't. I know it's hot, and you need to.
Mate, honestly, I'm losing weight sitting here.
That's not a bad thing, John. It's not a bad thing. Right?
I lost half a stone putting up your windy house yesterday, mate. Honestly, leaking I was.
See, look, I am the gift that keeps on giving, John.
Yeah, you did. I'll tell you, that barbecue was proper handsome, mate.
Well, that helps.
I put it all on. I put it
all back on.
Come on.
Slightly, yeah. What do you want to talk about?
You know what I'd like to talk about is, obviously, the UK, we're going through a bit of a heat wave at the moment.
We are indeed.
Both of us in the last week have done outdoor events. I've done a couple of outdoor events this year. Well, I mean, all the equipment it's made. When we went down to JBL, they said, "Oh, we stress test these speakers for 40,000 hours or whatever it is." Do they do that with the heat as well? Right?
Good
Because
question.
I
Don't know.
mean, my outdoor rig is black. Okay, so black attracts the heat. Right? Now, I was constantly checking my speakers and saying, "Oh, I'm getting a bit hot. I wonder if they're going to shut down. Is there a safety feature on them?" I mean, my iPhone, if I leave it on the table in the garden, it'll flash out. Oh, we can't do anything now
Can't
until it's
use it.
cooled down.
Yeah.
You know. So my question is that, you know, what what sort of precautions can you make? What, where do you go with this?
It's a good question, and I'd like to know people's comments in relation to it. So drop us a line. I don't know some of you will, which is great. I I I think there is an issue when it comes to heat. I had it this weekend with the AZ. Um, it was doing strange things. I sent you a video. It was doing
Yeah,
strange things, and it sort of went. I was thinking, oh, has there been a software update that I've forgotten or missed? There was a load of it was just doing things. The main screen was doing things that it shouldn't normally do. It, like, was jumping and showing 2 decks, then it was showing 4 decks view. It was then coming back to 2. It was then changing the font size of the screen image. It was just doing some bizarre. I couldn't then search using it, and it was just going. I was like, "What is going on here?" So I that worried me, and then towards the end of the night, the iPad that I was using on the selfie pod, the touchscreen wasn't
working.
doing anything.
Yeah,
Like, they wanted to hit the button to go and take a photograph, and they couldn't do it. Nothing was happening, and I set everything up, and everything was fine, and it was looking okay, and then took it back to the screen for them to touch. Still wouldn't do it. So I took. I thought, is it the heat? Is it got too much? Or does the equipment suffer with that?
I think it does. I think it must do. It must do at some. There must be something that, I mean, the iPad. I think that's pretty obvious. I mean, I think that this, because it's all touchscreen, right? And maybe this is the same with your AZ. The touchscreen. It relies on touch and possibly, I don't know how it works, but possibly the heat of your finger.
Heat of the finger, yeah, maybe. I
I don't.
honestly, I
I
don't
don't
know the
know.
answer. I'm not that technically minded and know the ins and outs and how to do it. I did think, actually, me leaving fingerprints on the
Maybe.
is on the touch screen side of things, is that causing it? And I couldn't wipe anything down because I was too afraid that I was gonna do something, actually, because it's touch screen on the AZ. So I was just like, yeah. I got through the gig,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
wasn't a problem.
But it's frustrating, isn't it?
I was worried.
Yeah,
I
of
was
course.
seriously worried about it.
Yeah. I
Not so
mean,
much the iPad. The iPad, I just said, "Look, unfortunately, it's full up. You've taken way too many selfies." So I just pulled the plug on it and spun it around, and no one
I
could
must
use
admit,
it.
I mean, my selfie pod was in the garden, and it started in the shade. Of course, obviously the sun moved round, and then it got into the sun, and it was just like, I better go and have a little look. And I went over there, and I had the warning thing saying that, it'll carry on when it's cooled down. So I moved it to the other side of the garden, which was all shaded and was going to stay shaded for the rest of the evening. My customers, they took over 600 pictures.
600?
Yeah, I think 691, I think, or something like that. There's a
That's
lot of pictures they took.
crazy.
Yeah,
So
but before that, before I moved it, maybe 10 pictures were taken. So moving it probably done them a favour. So yeah, no, but I do think because the thing is as well, when I do my outdoor events, I've got RCF speakers, and I've got the proper RCF bags, which are like all zip up, and then you open the flap up, and I leave the covers on when I do an outdoor event. I don't know whether that's a good thing or not,
Uh, I would probably say no.
because it's all. I mean, it's all open. I mean, it's all open. There's
If it
ventilation
was
going.
open, but is it because the amplifiers are built into the speakers?
Yeah, the speaker front is not covered up.
I'm not talking about the speaker front, but the amp is at the back of the speaker.
That's open as well. There's a zip sort of.
Right, okay.
But I don't know whether you know, that is going to contribute heat-wise, leaving the covers on.
I tell you what,
you
let's
know?
open it up to this wonderful audience that we
Yeah, I
have.
think it'd be a good idea. I mean, don't get me wrong. I only leave the covers on when I'm outside. If I'm doing an indoor gig, the covers come off because it's got to look nice, and the covers don't look nice. Not really.
No, well, yeah. So I don't know if they don't look nice. Why are you leaving them on?
I don't know the answer to that either. I don't know. I just always have. I just kind of always have.
Okay, I'm asking our audience. Please educate John.
Why do you say that? I always have. I haven't, because I mean, Saturday's outdoor garden party, I didn't have the covers on.
So why'd you leave it on?
I don't know, Matty. I don't know. I don't know.
Everyone,
I don't know the answer.
we look forward to seeing the comments.
Doesn't make sense.
Drop a comment in whether or not you leave your speaker covers on, even though they've got the zips front and back. Do you still leave the covers on?
Yeah. I don't know why. It's only for outdoor gig. Well, you know, I don't know
why you're doing it.
No, I don't know either. Maybe it's just laziness, because I know that when I finish, I could just zip, and I'm off. Maybe it's that. I don't know. I don't know the answer. That's why I'm asking the question.
Okay, okay, and the question has definitely been asked.
Yeah.
It's been asked, so we'll get it out to the audience and
let's see what they say.
Back.
But as a rule, I don't have covers. Like they're indoor gigs, weddings, parties.
Obviously.
Yeah.
What? Oh. Are you afraid that there's going to be a bird that's going to fly over the top and it's going to drop a load of poop?
You know what? I've never even thought about it. Now you've got that in my head. Maybe I will leave the covers on outside. But then they do say if you do get pooped on, it's supposed to be a sign of good luck.
On, not your
Mate, I'm not being funny. A bird cannot miss me. I'm huge.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true. You're doing all right, mate. You're doing fine. Keep exercising. Keep sweating it out.
Honestly, I am. I'm absolutely.
I'll have to get the wife to buy another Wendy house. She come around and build that.
I'll tell you something. I'll be very polite to your wife and say, look, Matt's had practice. He knows what to do.
Oh, nice. So yeah, do drop us a comment in relation. In fact, let's create a new feature, John. And I'm gonna get a jingle made. And this is gonna be called DJ's Dilemma. So if you have, like John has just here, a little dilemma, the DJ's Dilemma, drop us a voice note, drop us a message, let us know what your dilemma is, and we will discuss your dilemma on the pod and see what we think. You can take that with a pinch of salt, but we can also ask the audience around that dilemma.
Dilemma. I mean, you know, dilemma could be anything.
It could be anything. You could be talking about what streaming platform should I be using.
Okay, right, okay.
Be, I've got 2 gigs, and I've double booked myself. What shall I do? That's a dilemma. I've got a roadie who's an absolute pain in the butt, but I really need the help. Shall I get rid of him? Shall I not get rid of him? I've got a co-host. He's an absolute pain in the backside. Doesn't know how to do an intro on the podcast. Shall I get rid of him? You know, there's so many different dilemmas out there that we could touch on, and we could ask the audience.
When people recruit, do they have to go internal first, or can they just go external straight away? I'm gonna look that one up.
All right, internal. I know.
Internal, there's only 2 of us.
I know. So if you have a dilemma, so we're going to call a new feature on the podcast, DJ Dilemma. If you've got a DJ Dilemma, send us a voice note, send us a message, stick a comment in there. You can find us on our social media pages, and then we will discuss them.
Discuss it. Yeah.
Let's discuss it. Let's open it up.
Let's
start to do a bit of education.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, it goes back to things that we've said, like from literally episode 1. There's no such thing as a silly question, you know. So just ask away, because we all, you know, what might seem like a silly question to you is probably like, well, it could be one of the best questions that we've ever had.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So,
I'm going to give a couple of shout outs to people that have been in contact with us this week. Big shout out to Jules Vick, DJ Jules Vick.
Love Jules.
As always, yeah, she did a bit of a welfare check in on me, so big up Jules. Thank you for that. Also, DJ John Lowe.
Okay. Yeah, John
Once
like it.
again, John, he reached out and he's catching up with the podcast, and he sort of reached out to check on me as well, which was nice. Also, big shout out to Gary C.
Love Gary C.
Gary C. He always loves to comment on the podcast on the YouTube page. So big shout out to those guys for getting in touch. That's always
Absolutely.
nice.
Absolutely.
Always nice to hear from you.
It is.
As always. Right, John. Quick little break, and then we'll find out what's happening coming up.
Okay, I'll see you after the break.
Welcome back, John, from that little break. Right, stop drinking. We've had the break. You don't have to keep drinking. Right. So, as always, we like to finish the pod off.
We do.
We are 47 weeks in.
Yes.
We're getting very close to the birthday episode.
Here we go.
Don't know what we're going to do yet. But yes, we're getting close to it, which is good. But, you know, I'm going on holiday next week. So, yeah, God, I might not come back. So then you are on your own. So you better get that intro.
Mate, I've got that intro down to a T, mate. I'm telling you.
Yeah. All right.
Well, to be fair, if you don't come back, it's going to be quite an easy intro, isn't it? To be fair.
Welcome to the Groove Junction. My name's John Colley.
Yeah. Right, and we'll do the rundown. Right, what did I do? Oh, okay, right. Now let's... I've got no one to talk to, so right, okay, I'll see you next week for episodes.
What a great episode.
Yeah, that was a great episode.
I tell you what, I can see the figures going up rapidly.
Hey, I'm telling you, global. We ain't said that for a while, have we? Global.
You haven't said global for a while, which is great. So it's always great to reintroduce it. So what you got coming up, John?
Right, so Thursday, big do. I've got my big annual...
big gig.
It's the big gig. It's the Leavers Ball for a private school I do. It's usually about 1,000 people
nice.
at this one. So I've got full white set up, borrowed a couple of lights off of you. I borrowed some uplighters as well off you, all in white. Allowed to use haze machine as well. Mate, it's going to be epic. So that's Thursday. Friday.
Have you got any, have you hired in any help?
Hired it. Well, I've got someone coming down to... I haven't hired them in because I'm tight.
You got a light tech?
I've got a light tech, yeah.
Have you?
I've got a light tech, yeah.
Oh, who's he then?
He comes from Hertfordshire. He's going to ride up all the way from London for me. Matt. Yeah, Matt, his name is.
His name's Matt, is it?
He's going to come and help. He's going to sit behind a little desk.
That's good of him.
He's going to
He's going to be a light guy, is he? He's going to light.
Years, and he's going to be using the Wolf Mix.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Drop that in there, Mr. Wolf Mix Ambassador.
Yeah. I'm loving the Wolf Mix. Anyway, that's Thursday. Friday, we're doing a school inflatable day, which is an outdoor event. Do I leave the covers on? Do I take them off? There we go. There's the question.
Quickly, people.
You're going to have to let me know by Friday. Saturday, busy day Saturday, 2 events Saturday. I've got a birthday party in the early afternoon. I think it's a 7-year-old. And then in the evening, I've got a school leavers do. And Sunday's actually got cancelled because they've sold their house. So we're not having a house party anymore. So
you're not having a party at all?
Not at all. So no, so that got cancelled. I've now got Sunday off, which is nice. Yeah. What about yourself?
I've just only got one. I've just got a 14-year-old birthday party on Saturday. Yeah, that's it.
You hiring any help for that one? No.
Don't need it.
Don't need it. Okay.
Don't need it.
Hardcore.
Don't need it. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna. Yeah, it's just nice, quick, nice little easy gig. And then I'm on holiday.
Again.
Yeah.
I think you have more holidays than you do gigs, don't you?
Yeah, I'm a really bad DJ. I don't have any gigs whatsoever. I just go on holiday. I just like talking the talk. I just talk the talk. That's all.
Talk. He's got all the gear, but no idea.
Yeah, that sounds like me.
Yesterday,
a hammer and the toolkit.
I won't lie. You did wield that drill about quite lively.
Listen,
to be fair,
I'm messing about. Right, we're out of here. Thanks everyone once again for listening to the podcast. We love it. We love seeing your comments. We love the fact that you're watching it. We know you're watching it, and we know you're listening to it because the figures tell us that. That's why we're still here. That's why we're still going strong. Episode 47 done. in the bag. Enjoy it. We look forward to listening to your DJ dilemmas. Send those in.
Send them in.
And as always, you got any comments to make, just stick them in the comments section. Don't forget to continue to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button on all your platforms that you get your podcast from. And also go to Spotify as well. You can subscribe on that platform for the video, and also on YouTube, where you can also watch this episode and many other episodes, i.e. 46 prior to this 47th episode. You can go and watch them if you want.
Yeah, do that. Absolutely.
Go back and look how bad the podcast was.
Mate, shocking.
Episodes 1 through to 4, awful.
Yeah.
Awful. I don't even know how we got people in.
No, neither do I, to be fair. It was it's been a big learning curve.
Progression.
Yeah.
And we're here.
Love it.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Be safe. Be well.
Whoa. Mate,
you started it.
How did I start it?
By taking my intro at the beginning of the day. I thought
I see. A bit of tit for tat, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
Thanks ever so much for listening. I have been DJ Matty F, and that is DJ John Colley.
Ta-da!